Top 10 Celebrities Who Should Run for President. After Oprah's powerful Golden Globes speech in 2018, in which she slammed the mistreatment of women inside the film enterprise, there has been a number of buzzes online for her presidential campaign in 2020. But it failed to manifest. But nevertheless, people could dream. There are masses of other actors, rappers, and simply well-known folks that ought to possibly deal with having their finger at the button. From Kim Kardashian to Stephen Colbert, or even Charlie Sheen. Here's a definitive listing of different celebrities who ought to run for President of the United States of America. Celebrities make up a massive part of our lives, whether or not we'd like to confess it or not. In latest years, especially in wake of America's maximum recent presidential elections, celebrities going for walks for the workplace of the presidency hasn't been a mal-fetched concept. Not to mention, it has to never manifest, but some of these celebs ought to not also be in questions. Before we start the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Turn on the bell notifications so that you'll never miss any amazing videos from us. If you think about it, being a president of America isn't that different from being a regular superstar. People without information about what you truly do are constantly criticizing you. Other than that, you spend your time on a private plane and you have a massive posy. If you are a famous person, you may as well run for president every 4 years. Worst case scenario, you absolutely win and have to discern which member of your internal circle is going to be your staff. Which celebs do you think make a first-rate presidential applicants? 1. Kal Penn. The House and Harold and Kumar franchise celebrities have a record of activism for the Democratic Party. Born to first technology Indian immigrants, he represents the American dream in a totally relatable way, and he left House to serve in the Obama White House. He has a diploma in sociology from UCLA. Penn, whose given name is Kalpin Suresh Modi, might be simply 39 in 2016, but he has been given considerations in public politics because of the first Obama presidential campaign in 2007, and to surrender the plum functions of the beloved man or woman, Dr. Lawrence Kuttner on House shows quite a high level of commitment to the cause, particularly while his person changed into killed off without an avenue to go back. 2. Martin Sheen. Actor Martin Sheen, whose actual name is Ramon Estevez, may additionally appear like a red herring in this listing due to the fact that he played our most likely fictional president at the West Wing, but Sheen's actual lifestyles imitate his art. He is politically liberal and a devoted Catholic, with a long time of stable circle of relatives' life and public service. Like Kal Penn, he turned into born to 2 first-generation immigrants. In the latest interview with Krista Tippett for the radio display On Being, Sheen said, "Working as an actor on the West Wing, reflecting the maximum powerful work in the international, it regarded to me the maximum critical aspect turned into to defend the humanity of that office, and that whoever occupied it had a responsibility to be extra human than every person else around him." 3. Angelina Jolie. Living kitschy hackers and troubled early private lifestyles a long way at the back of her, actress Angelina Jolie has grown to be a bona fide diplomat and worldwide thought chief as a goodwill ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioners for Refugees. In addition to her global advocacy, she has raised recognitions for women's health in the US and overseas by means of sharing the habit of checking out for breast cancer and her subsequent preventive surgeries. Jolie is cited as one of the few real celebrities diplomats in evaluations with many dilettantes. 4. David Simon. David Simon was just 31 when his profession making an influential non-fiction ebook Homicide, A Year of the Killing Streets become posted. By then, he'd already been a Baltimore newspaper reporter for 9 years, but his existence suddenly and permanently modified when Homicide became adopted into an award-prevailing TV drama. His next mission, The Wire, is frequently listed as considered one of the short list of fine television suggestions ever made. With Trem and Show Me a Hero, Simon continued his advocacy for underfunded city populations. He crusades against the war on drugs and other discriminatory rules in a very direct way that units him aside from maximum the relaxations of the 11 celebrities who ought to run for president. 5. Ashley Judd. It's tough to imagine going from a romantic comedy main female to the White House. However, Ashley Judd is the exception. With a famously fractious own family historical past and a 14-year marriage to handsome cosmopolitan race vehicle motorforce Dario Franchitti, Jude has seen all of it, and he or she advocates for AIDS organizations and women's rights around the world. She earned a master's degree in public administrations for a unique Harvard program for working adults. 6. Captain Scott Kelly. Ever since Liz Lemon named her imaginary boyfriend astronaut Mike Dexter, astronauts have had that full name in my head. Astronaut Chris Hadfield is my preferred, but astronaut Scott Kelly is a close second. During a protracted Navy career as a fighter pilot, Captain Kelly was selected as an astronaut and is currently commanding a 12-month-long task on the International Space Stations. His twin brother, Mark Kelly, additionally a retired astronaut, is married to Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, who became shot in the head as part of a mass shooting at some point on a public occasion in Tucson, Arizona. 7. Al Franken. U.S. Senator Al Franken has a clear head start on the rest of this list, and when he became elected to the Senate, he proved that the electorate had been inclined to either overlook or embrace his previous lifestyles as Stuart Smalley. With his sturdy file on exertions, healthcare, and other conventional Democratic causes, Franken transitions from the website hosting for innovative Air America Radio, along with an honorable point out for 10 celebrities who need to run for president. Comic Mark Maron to walks for U.S. Senate representing Minnesota. After a really narrow first elections that got here down to a Minnesota Supreme Court ruling, Senator Franken changed into effectively re-elected in 2014 and is a serious, however affable presence of his parts. 8. Danny Glover. Like Martin Sheen, Danny Glover has played the U.S. president. In his case for 2009 blockbuster disaster movie 2012, Glover's photograph as a plausible authority discerns indicates in his many roles as detective, judges, and other smart people in prize. But Glover additionally has a profession-long record of activism in both home and international politics. Against like Sheen, Glover has been arrested all through a political protest. His parents has been both energetic within the NAACP and would be proud of Glover's half of dozens nominations for that Enterprises Awards for illustrations in pop culture. 9. George Clooney. Like Angelina Jolie, George Clooney is diagnosed as an authentic diplomat and international idea chief. His activism has mainly been within the vicinity of peacemaking, in particular in the Darfur area of Sudan, but definitely around the arena as a United Nations messenger of peace. His wife, Amal Clooney, is a successful global human rights lawyer, and plenty of joke that Mr. Clooney became marrying up or that he became his new spouse's trophy husband. But her extreme functions on the world degree reflects her husband's growing interest in international occasions at some point of his 30-plus 12 months performing professions. He is no longer the most effective, the dreamiest medical doctor, or campiest Batman. 10. Bill Nye. For Americans of a positive age, Bill Nye, the science guy, is our Mr. Wizard, constructing his career on making hard ideas both graspable and interesting to children and adults alike. With a degree in mechanical engineering and a historical past in comedy, Nye now serves as an international proposal for science, progress, and purpose in general as a reaction to the growing moves of creationists, weather alternate deniers, and more. Nye is executive director of the Planetary Society and promotes space explorations, frequently website hosting Star Talk with his friends and technological know-how verbal exchange colleague Neil deGrasse Tyson. Nye would be the second US president to keep a patent. The other is Abraham Lincoln, whom Nye should pass for in a pinch, given a very good fox beard and some spirit gum. Let's pay attention to your thoughts in the comment sections. Follow us for more updates. Thank you for watching.